Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Let's have a conversation about sexuality in the cards. Now for this, I always choose card 1, the Rider. The Rider is 9 of Hearts. As you can see from the image, we've got a man on a horse. However, you can get a woman on a horse. They're either galloping from the left to the right or the right to the left. Now for me, I prefer to have a man on a horse galloping left to right as I read from left to right. That's my personal preference. I'm going to share a story of a recent client's visit. So it's worth saying, when I'm reading for clients, all they tell me is their first name, their star sign, nothing else. I'm telling them everything. That's because I believe in my intuition, my tools, and a higher power. The first thing I noticed with this man was how tall he was. He was at least 6'4", if not 6'5". And for reference, I'm 5'4", so 5'4" and 6'4", bit of a height difference there, guys. As the gentleman sat down for the actual reading, the second thing I noticed was how big he was. He was a very big, strong man. He had muscles on muscles. So it certainly felt a bit of a David and Goliath in that session. However, thanks to my connection to Source and my belief in my cards and card combinations, I was able to confirm to him, me confirming to him, that he was either gay or bisexual. He was involved in polyamorous, open or swinging communities. The gentleman then politely agreed, yes, that he was from a bisexual community and he was certainly involved in that lifestyle. So that's really quite a powerful statement, because all he's told me is his first name, but the cards tell me everything about this person's sexuality, irrespective of what the person looks like. And it did feel a bit of David and Goliath, but I have to have a backbone. I've got to tell people exactly what I see in the cards, irrespective of who is sat in front of me, because I have to quickly get their trust so they know I'm reading the cards. I can read them. They haven't got to ask any questions. I'm telling them what's going on. Now, why is it important to talk about sexuality? Because some people sometimes will hide their sexuality. Now, why would they hide their sexuality? Because of fear of persecution and discrimination. Even in 2026, people are frightened that they might lose family and friends and loved ones, or lose career opportunities and miss out on jobs. So people can be conservative and they can hide their sexuality. Not everywhere is safe. It might be because it's a cultural issue within our culture. Being gay or bisexual may not be PC. So you have to be very sensitive when you talk about sexuality in the initial cards. But sexuality is a very important part of the reading, because I need to make sure when I'm connecting to the clients, I'm telling them exactly what I'm seeing, irrespective of who this person is sat in front of me. Of course, the delivery has to come across a very caring, kind, considerate. You've got to be very sensitive when you talk about someone's sexuality. But I'm really pleased I was able to identify this person's sexuality thanks to the Rider, and I was able to confirm this to the client, which you then confirmed later. If you want to find out about someone's sexuality, are you in a relationship and you're not sure about your partner's sexuality, or potentially are you going to the next relationship? Would you like to know the person's sexuality? If so, check out the link in my bio. I'd love to read for you.